Oh, just before we start, guys, please hit subscribe. It means so much to us when you hit subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel, and we're putting out as much quality content as we can. Sometimes when we take breaks is to actually increase the quality of content to bring you videos like this. So if you guys are liking this and the type of videos we're making, please hit subscribe. Please hit the like button as well. And if you enjoy the full video, watch till the end. And of course, share it with a friend. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy. Yo, guys, it's Dami here. And today I'm going to be talking about the Trump and Kamala political election, for the U.S. presidency. And obviously it's passed by this point. We know who won. But I think that this is such a clear example of a mega community. I think this is a perfect example of two mega communities, fighting for, presidency. So again, today we're going to be talking about mega communities and my company's Clientele Boosters. We've been around for nearly 6 years, 5+ years, and we do marketing for 15 to 25 plus different industries. We've actually worked with 2 politicians before in Australia, not in the US. And one of them did get re-elected. So we know a thing or two about how to do political marketing as well. But the first thing I want to discuss is podcasting. So obviously for this election, podcasting had a massive influence on, who was able to win and secure the most votes across different states in the US. And this again, and I've discussed this before, is an example of whoever covers the most ground efficiently will capture the most attention. And we'll talk about, and I'm not going to go too deep into the politics of things, but policies and such aside, it was clear who was able to dominate this sphere the most effectively and leverage podcasting to then influence different masses of people. And it's funny because, 10 plus years ago, people didn't really see podcasting as the way it is now. I think we're I think we are at the peak of the podcasting era when it comes to content. And then we're going to be slowly moving into streaming as the next dominant narrative for content. So I wouldn't be surprised if, pre-2024, maybe by 2032 or by 2028, but maybe more so in 2032, we saw a lot more political candidates, maybe even going on stream, right? Obviously, there was rumors of Kamala, trying to do something with Kai Cenat. Obviously, Trump did a stream with Aiden Ross. So I think that that's the next big trend. I think 2028 will have another big season of podcasting. And then by 2032, I would not be surprised if streaming became the new dominant platform from a content perspective to allow politicians to really cover more ground. So that's number one. Number two is collecting various mini communities. So this is interesting. So again, what's a mega community? A small c for mini community. A mega community is a group of high-intent buyers, customers, clients, participants, fans that want to work with you and then your business. So in this situation, instead of them paying Trump or Kamala for a service, people are trying to, vote for a certain Republican or Democratic leader for, essentially the Western world, for lack of better words. So the mini community creation. The goal of a mini community is to build the legs for a mega community. So if I draw a mini table here, you might have this, and that. Can you guys see that? There's 4 legs, okay? 4 legs. Now, the more mini communities you can create, the more legs you can put underneath to make the table stand up. Now, again, without going into too many details, let's just say that each of the mini communities in this conversation, for context, is a state, okay? So there's X amount of states in the US. Let's just say each state is a mini community. Now, the most effective thing to do is, to sway the swing states, which is, again, I'm not trying to go deep into my political opinion. This is not what this video is about. But the swing states is where, it could go either way. It could be either massively Republican or massively Democrat. Okay, so the goal of any strategic war person would be to create as many mini communities as possible in the most effective way. Podcasting is one of those ways. Partnerships, obviously, Kamala had performers. Trump also had co-signs from, Michigan rappers and things like that. But there was also, again, someone that was, in this particular campaign, was more effective in getting different communities of people on board with their vision. And I'm going to end with the vision in a second. But the thing is, many people, when they're doing political campaigns, whether it's in Australia, whether it's overseas, Yeah, just 1 second. Guys, if you're liking this video, just hit like and subscribe because we really appreciate your support. And if you think someone else can benefit from this, then please share it with a friend as well. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, and back to the video. It's at the local level, it's at the government level. They don't understand that yes, they are going to be pitching to a certain avatar, and they get that. That's fine. Again, I'm not a politician. I'm a 25-year-old marketer with 5+ years of experience, right? Fine. But what they need to understand is that on Facebook or platforms like Meta and TikTok and Instagram, each platform has its own skew in terms of age, in terms of religiosity, in terms of political identity, right? So platforms, like most social media platforms, lean liberal, lean democratic. So what you'd want to do to be really cheeky is actually have like a thumbnail or have some sort of bait that leans democratic and then sway them into conservatism if you were conservative. And then if you were a liberal, you would have, you would target the pockets, because it's already a liberal leaning platform, you would target the pockets that might be conservative with something conservative leaning and then bait them into something liberal. So I saw this definitely was occurring across both parties, but I do think there was one president that did this a little bit more, or one presidential candidate rather, that did this a little bit more, and that allowed them to get the upper hand in this election. So being able to really infiltrate mini communities and have different legs upholding your table, which is your mega community, which is your, what you're going for, which is to win the election, that, in my opinion, was again the difference between the two candidates. One person was able to do that better than the other. Okay, now the third thing, and this one's important. Let me just get this right. Okay. Yeah. So it's vision, concept. So again, I'm an Australian talking about a political marketing concept, okay? Not an Australian talking about politics per se. But both parties, both Kamala and Trump, had their own vision. One has MAGA, one has a focus on, empowering women. Both excellent visions, right? But the goal is to have a vision that can capture not just a few bubbles, but can capture a large amount of people. And again, as a marketer, when I was looking at both of their campaigns, I'm looking at this one as someone who's entertained, quite frankly, because I think America can be quite cinematic in their, advertising approaches per se. But I'm looking at it through that lens, and I'm also looking at it as whose message is wide enough to onboard the most amount of people. And again, this is putting policies aside. This is putting personalities aside. This is putting religiosity aside. I'm talking about who can cast a wide enough net where if a person has never voted before and they're 35 and they can't be bothered to vote, who can most accessibly get in front of their phone or computer? And it's the person that has not only the big vision, which is great, but the great visions, but it's also the concept that is easy to decipher. For example, for my production companies, actually, this is my marketing agency called Clientele Boosters. Our tagline isn't paid traffic to success, or it's not running ads forever. It's not social media gurus. It is think mega. Think mega, think mega, think mega. And we repeat that a lot. And the reason why we repeat that a lot is because it is big enough that we could get a small junk removal business and we could help a politician get reelected. It's big enough where we could help a swimming pool company and a celebrity. Think mega. We want you to think mega. We want you to think big, creative, huge. And then we want to fulfill on that huge, goal. Okay? Think mega. So I think the easier the concept is, the easier it is for people to actually buy into the vision. And again, I do think that there was a more memorable concept behind one party, which gave them that advantage. And again, I think both candidates were quite formidable in different ways. But again, without going too much into personal opinions on politics, looking at these three things: podcasting, which is a method of distribution, mini community creation, and then vision and concept, I think this whole political campaign on both of their sides is a demonstration of two mega communities going at each other, both comprised of various mini communities. With Kamala, that mini community might be Taylor Swift and other people, Glorilla, and on Trump's side it might be Nelk Boys, Theo Von, other people, Rogan. So this is just a clear demonstration of mega communities. And if you guys still don't think you need to build a mega community and a pool of people that want to buy into what you guys are doing, then you are clearly behind. And if you want help on doing that, there's links in the description that can give you direction on how to create a mega community. We can help you even if there's a fit. But if not, we've created a lot of content on how to create mega communities. It's really important. And if you want to survive in the next era of business, as AI develops, as tech develops, and as saturation increases across a variety of industries, you have no choice but to create a collective of people that have bought into your concept vision with multiple mini communities that allow you to win at a high level. Okay, I'll say bye to you guys for now. I hope this was insightful from a marketing concept. It was a bit more high level, but I hope it made some sense to you guys. If you got this, then put a comment. If you disagree, put a comment. If you agree, put a comment. And as always, think mega. Take care. Hey, guys, listen, it's Dami. Thank you for watching this video. If you got value out of this, then like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share this with a friend if you think that they can also get value out of this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.